Welcome back to the channel. I've got some crazy sales today, so I'll go through them all with you. First of all, I've sold this Tamagotchi. I picked this up for £3 at the car boots. It has gone for 65 plus postage and shipping on top of that. It's a crazy sale on this one. This was originally made in, I think, 1997. This was one of the V1s, they call it. So it was actually later on fully packed in plastic rather than the cardboard plastic. So that's the first sale I had, which was just amazing. And then followed, we sold the Transformers set, not set, it's actually only one. So this one, I've actually was experimenting with buying stuff from TK Maxx and reselling on eBay. So I paid $6.99 for this. It's gone £14.50 all in. So I think I made £1 or £2 on that one. Not bad, but I did buy another set with it for £27, which was a bigger version, and that one did sell for 45 plus postage and packaging, so that wasn't too bad. So I don't mind. I'll probably get good feedback for this because it's somebody bought it quite quickly. Then we sold one of our Polly Pockets. Not the greatest condition, but it's a light a bit too harsh. It's fine. So yeah, this Polly Pocket sold for £32 all in. I picked it up, I think, for £1 or £2. It was quite in rough shape. So don't know how many of you have played with Polly Pockets back then. If any of you have, I definitely haven't. But in case you have, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's a Polly Pocket. This one is a special one. So it's got stamps on each one of the rides, so to speak. So you've got a slide, we've got one of them seesaw things, and we've got a spinny ones. And on the bottom one is the actual stamping area. So you fill that up with stamps, stamped liquid rather, and then you can basically use that to stamp around. I'm sure loads of stamped all their parents' wallpaper, everywhere. But anyway, so this one went up for a bit less, and I've dropped it. Put that back in. I'll hold it in there. So the only reason why it sold a bit less is because this water feature area should be looking something like that, but obviously in blue color. Because that's the sand area, and this is the little swan is there. It's supposed to be all blue. It's supposed to be layered clearly. Somebody previously has ripped it out, but yeah, apart from that, it's in great condition. The other thing was it came with 3 tiny little babies that actually can be seated in different areas. But what happened was that one of the baby is missing his arm. Then the nursery lady is here. So yeah, if you have this in good condition without the damages, the ones like I have on this one, you can expect about 50 quid for this easily. There's a lot of collectors that will collect this. Bluebird, Polly Pocket was made by Bluebird, and obviously this was made in England back in the days. So yeah, definitely great to look out for these. Right, moving on to the next one. This was a funny one. So we have B2 Shelf 2. This guy is the next sale. Teddy Bear by Gund. I hope I'm saying it right. So this one is an interactive one. I haven't got batteries right now. So basically what it does is when you put batteries in and you press a button on here, it plays a game of peekaboo. So yeah, it plays a game of peekaboo. The mouth moves and the arms moves. And basically he puts this up to his face, hides, and then comes back down. Great collections. If you ever find anything that's gun related with that tag on it, I mean, he doesn't have the tag, but normally they have a tag. The older ones that are even worth a lot more, they normally have a tag on the ear. And if you find it with it, great money. So keep an eye on that one. So that teddy bear sold for $23.49 all in. I paid 50p. Most of my teddy purchases that I find from the charity shops and car boots, it's normally between 50p and £2. £2 is probably the max I would pay for teddies. I wouldn't go unless it's like mint condition and it's in box maybe or something like that. But off to the next one. So next one is a funny one. This was actually a find at the bottom of the bins, so to speak. So we've got Bay 2 Shelf 2 Box 1. I put them in a little bag. So I normally keep an eye out for what's it called? Furbies. they can go for good money, especially if you've got certain ones, the older ones. There was a few banned as well, by the way. There was a Furby that was banned from sales because it had a Bluetooth and wireless options, and there was actually hackers that could get into it. I think I have one of them. It's is it that one of them? Has it got Wi-Fi? No, this one doesn't have Wi-Fi, but it's a bit like this. But basically, it connects to the internet, and there was a way where hackers could basically hack into it. So yeah, at one point they were banned. But this guy, he's a tiny one, doesn't do anything special. He's got a bit of weight inside him, so he can basically sit on a desk or somewhere. And the part was that he's made by Tiger. So obviously, most of the Furbies, like this guy, was actually Hasbro. Before that, it was Tiger. So yeah, he's made by Tiger. He's got the tag to prove it. And he went for £12.50 all in. 50p was right at the bottom. It was obviously a small one, fell in, and was sitting there. I guess nobody's seen it. Then what we got next one. So we've done that one. Oh yeah, Nintendo DS. Where was it? I found it. So charger, and it's basically 2DS. The only thing is, this is the limited edition 2DS. Not great limited, but it's basically the lime green version, which is the Mario Kart version. So I've cleaned it out. When I bought this, had screen protector on, etc. Gave it a good clean, tested it. It's all working. I've also didn't have a game with it when I bought it, but I have included the actual Mario Kart game, if I can get out of it. The actual Mario Kart game, I'll put that in there. So I made it basically a bundle. So it's the Mario Kart Edition Lime Green with the Mario Kart game. And I picked this up for £90. And it wasn't by itself. So it was actually with a 3DS, a smaller version, that I had actually already moved on. I'll put some price. I can't remember how much I made on it, but I think it was about 50 or 60 quid. But I've definitely made my money back now and a bit of profit. So this one, actually, as a bundle, I think I had an offer for £122.75 all in. That's with the postage. So that's a great sale on that. And then we've got one last one. So this was a part of the Tamagotchi bundle where I paid this lady £3 for everything that she had. Not everything that she had, but for every item that she had, I paid her £3. So this was a crazy. I had no idea how to price this because I could not find it on eBay. I'm just going to grab it. I think this is the one. So this was clearly everything in Japanese, or Chinese, Japanese actually. I had no idea what it was. I had to look at the picture, work out that it's actually a case for a Tamagotchi. Use Google Lens to basically read what it was. It was able to translate everything. So this had no history whatsoever on eBay. I could not find anything. So I just listed it for 35, right? Random price. I thought, let me put it up there. Let me put a best offer. And it has been sitting for a while. And then all of a sudden, yeah, somebody just buy it now. So I got £38.50. And this is all, obviously, all the prices are without the actual fees deducted off it. So if I look into this one, for example, I've made, at the end, before postage cost, I've made £32.18. Not great, but considering that I paid £3 for this. But then it was silly because I also paid £3 for the Tamagotchis and sold them for 65. But this is what you do when you have somebody in front of you and you want to make a deal with them. So yeah, I mean, transaction fees, £5.40, ad fee standard, 92 pence. So that's where the bulk went. And I do ad fees on all of my eBay stuff, just because it does give you a better push. Crazy sales.